Hey, everybody. I want to just come on here and talk a little bit about you all starting a business in this time that we are in. I've had some people to talk to me about, Rosalind, what made you decide to start your business? What made you decide to start writing books? And so I want to give a little bit of information of how I do things. I'm not saying you have to do it the way I'm doing it. I'm not saying it's the right thing. I'm just telling you what works for me. First of all, I need to thank God Almighty because there are times that you get to the point where you're just like, what is next? God, what else do you want me to do? Or that's the way I get. God, there has to be something more. A lot of you all know that I sing, and there's more to me than just me singing. And I didn't know how to come across to people. I didn't. I just know there's just so many more areas in my life that I know that God is doing some amazing things for, and I didn't know how to bring all this stuff out, but I just said, okay, God, it's up to you. So 6 years ago, I started writing my book, my first book, and it's called You Spare My Life. Well, actually, it wasn't called You Spare My Life. It was called To Uplift Someone and to Encourage Someone. And then the publisher said, nope. He scooped the paper back across from me. He said, nope. He said, that's not going to sell. And I was like, and then I went to him with something else, and he scooped back across the table. Nope. He said, that's not, you need something that's going to catch somebody when they hear the title. And so you have to really, really have an open mind. So when you think that you know what you're doing, or you think that you know that you have the right, that you think you're doing the right thing, you got to really, really pray about it and really, really make sure that you're doing the right thing. And so I trusted him and everything that has to do with doing a book. So I said, okay. So then I kept writing, but I didn't stop writing. I just kept writing. But I knew, and I know that I want to write books that are going to uplift people and encourage people. So I still use that motto. I still use that. My books, that's what I do with my books, is to uplift somebody and to encourage them, because that's what I want to do. I think we have enough people who put down people. We have enough people who try to be spiritual bullies, or people who themselves just want to be bullied, or they don't understand why you're doing what you do. You don't have to answer to them. Just know that you're doing what you're supposed to be doing. But anyway, I think we have enough of that, that we just really need to, I want to focus on helping people and encouraging people, because that's who I am. Um, so anyway, so I kept writing even without a title. I just kept writing. So finally, I started thinking about all the times that God has spared my life. And in my book, if you haven't gotten the book, it's called You Spare My Life. And it is about the different things that I went through in my life, and about from being this 5-year-old little girl that was being molested. And I talk about me with the reading problem. And I start the book off saying, I can't believe I'm writing a book, me, the person that was passed from grade to grade without knowing how to read. Or should I say read well? That's how I start off the book. I really prayed about that. I was like, God, I get enough people who make fun of me because of I'm big, because I'm dark, or because of whatever. Why would I want people to know that I struggle with reading? And let me tell you, it was the best thing that I could have ever done to start my book off like that. I have had people come to me, preachers, just people in general that are like have this authority, and people that are in charge of this, that, and the other. They've came to me and talked about one thing or another that they do, that they struggle with, and a lot of them have said struggle with reading. And I was like, wow. This one minister said, whether some of these ministers will admit it or not, they struggle with reading, spelling. You know how they used to do Bible class, and then you'd have like a chalkboard or something, And a lot of them didn't do it because they struggled with spelling. A lot of them struggled with reading. That's why they said, we're going to read this all together. So you were really helping them read not that they didn't study, but this one minister said, not that I didn't study, but he said, when I get in front of people, I struggle with reading. He said, and I wasn't the best reader. And so, it was the best thing that I could ever did was to talk about my reading, my struggles, because then people start talking to me about struggles and start dealing with things that they had kept deep down inside and things that have caused them to shut down on certain areas in their lives. So that was a blessing. That book has really been a blessing. You spared my life. Before I go on, let me say, Jessie Brown, I have not forgotten you. She's one of the people who's ordered You Spared My Life book. And there's some other people that were talking to me about getting it. You can still order. You will always be able to order You Spared My Life. Now you will always be able to order A Woman's Legacy. And in December, you will be able to order A Single Mother Story. And you will also be able to order, I'm coming out with 2 books in December, A Single Mother Story and Attached to Something That God Did Not Design for You. So the title is Attached to Something, subtitle That God Didn't Design for You. That, let me just tell you, both of those books are going to be amazing. I talked to somebody about writing those books, and it's just amazing to me how God just works with me as far as my writing. And like I said, the first book we didn't do a lot of editing because I needed you to see how I read, because there's so many people who struggle with reading one reason or another, whether they're reading too fast, whether they're just not getting it, they can't comprehend it and have to keep going back over and reading it, or they put words, extra letters or extra words in it. I wanted people to see that because everybody, I'm not in this box. And if you know me, I've never been that person you're going to keep me in a box. I'm going to come out of the box. So when I wrote that book, I had people who was like, you didn't edit it. You didn't do this. No, well, there's not a lot of editing going on in that book. And in some of my books, you will find some things wrong. But if you look at everybody's book, in every book, this one author told me, she said, Rosalind, there's something wrong with every book that you see. There's not a perfect book, just like there's not a perfect person. And, I have really I just do what I'm supposed to do, and that is I put the stuff down on paper and I pray about it. And God will, like I've told you guys on Facebook, God woke me up 3:00 in the morning writing, enough. It's time. That's one of the chapters in Attached to Something That God Didn't Design for You. I just try to do what I hear and what I think is right in my heart, and something that I know that will reach somebody and encourage them. Now let's go back to what I do as far as my business. What I do is my business is called ALKs Books by Rosalind Friend. Now that book, that's the title of my business. And ALK, for those who do not know, stands for Arshia, Larissa, and Kia, my girls. So it's called ALKs Books by Rosalind Friend. And what we decided to do was to come up with my business. So anything that I do, my music, because I'm going back into the studio, believe it or not. I'll let that out the bag. But anyway, that my play, we were supposed to do it this year, but we're not going to do that. It's going to come. The play, anything that I do will come up underneath ALKs. So pretty soon my website will be up, and you guys will be able to go there and look at what's going on. Now, I do a lot of praying in my car. I'm always in my car. And so when people call me and talk to me and I'm at my best, I feel like I'm at my best because I know I'm in prayer and stuff like that. I'm in my car. So when I'm taking your books and I'm mailing them out to you, I say I'm in my office. My office is my car. So here's my book, the books that I have. These are the envelopes that I put your books in to mail them out. So I do all of that in my car. I have a list. I do every day. I have something that I check off that I do that has to do with business. I do something business-wise every day to help my business grow. We're in the process of doing a whole bunch of things for my business. Um, you have to make it make sense. And how I'm making it make sense for me is that I sell so many books. I continue to do things that help me grow. You got to figure out what works for you. What do you want to do, and how can you? I give back a lot every day, every day, every day. It doesn't fail. Since I've gotten my books in May, I give one book away. I bless somebody with a book every day. Some people might think that's too much. I don't care. This is what I told the Lord I was going to do, and that's what I do. I bless somebody with a book every day. And I will do that until I run out of books and order some more. Um, I talk to people on a regular about, I help them with their people who want to write a book or they want to do a collab, or I just set up meetings with people, or people set up meetings with me that want to talk to me about how I started this. I do interviews, and things like that. I do radio interviews. I do uh, Zoom meetings. I do all kinds of stuff and talk to different people in different parts of the world to talk to them about my books and why I do what I do. So I'm just saying there's so many different things that you all can do to make it make sense for you, work for you. And I just choose to really, really pay close attention to the things that's going to help my business. Now, as for me, this is for Rosalind and Net Friend, aka Rajay. I chose to start this business because they were coming here for a book. They were coming here for a book. They were doing this for stuff. People were contacting me to do this and do this and come in to talk in their meetings. I've been talking to young people. I've been having places where I've been able, God's opened up some doors for me to go different places and meetings like shelters and just anywhere God takes me to. And they are reaching me through all these different areas, so I'm trying to gather them all into one, and everything will be under ALKs. And so I just want you all to know that at the time that we are in right now, you have to make things make sense for you, and that's what I'm doing. I'm trying my best to make things work for me, so I can take care of the things that I need to take care of just the things that make my business run. And I don't ask people for anything. If you want to buy the book, God bless you. If you don't, God bless you. And okay, now let me just stop for a minute and talk about, you're going to have naysayers. You're going to have people who you think are in your corner, and they will ride with you for a minute. They'll ride with you. And then all of a sudden, you'll be like, where did that come from? But you have to know that some people, I don't like the word jealousy. That word has always bothered me since I was a little girl. That word really gets on my nerves. So we're not going to say that. We're going to just say, I'm going to say that they don't, everybody didn't need to be in your corner. Point blank, period. Pay attention to the people that are supposed to be in your corner. Pay attention to the people that you are attached to, and the people that you are attached to, and the people that want to be attached to you. Pay attention to all of that. I'm somewhat of a loner. I have all these friends, but I'm still somewhat of a loner. Make sure that you cover you. Make sure you cover what you do. You have to, and then you have to watch. It's not that you think that everybody's out to get you. It's not that at all. It's just that sometimes people don't like to see other. It's sad, but people don't like to see other people grow. They don't like to see other people upgrading themselves. Let me say that. It starts to bother them that you are going on. Not that they can't do it, but they're not doing it, or they don't like to see. You have some people who just really, they do a lot of hating, and it's really sad that they start to hate on you for what you do. And I don't like that. I can't stand that. I can't stand, because I'm always somebody who wants to, if I know you're doing something, if you get something that God is blessing you, I'm like, wow, I'm excited for you. I'm excited for you, because if he's going to bless you, he's going to bless me. He has no respect of person. So, but you have people who, you try to bring into what you're doing, and they will try to tear you down. You just have to be clear of all that kind of stuff. Make sure that you are taking care of you. This is what you want to do. If you want to write a book, if you want to write a play, if you choose to do whatever you want to do, you take care of you, and know that God is there, and He's going to help you. I'm going to cut this off really short, but I just wanted you all to know that I've got some great things coming up, and I haven't been on YouTube, but I want you all to know that I'm going to start trying to get back on here and letting you guys know what we're doing. And look out for ALKs Books by Rosalind, and you'll be able to purchase a book. You can buy You Spared My Life, and you can also buy A Woman's Legacy right now. So thank you so much. God bless you, and I appreciate you coming to my channel and check us out. I'll have some more things up in a little while. All right, thank you. Bye-bye.